You know what Albert Einstein, Nikola Tesla, and Gautam Buddha, probably the greatest minds of our times, they all had in common? They all said that everything in this universe is a vibration. And as you think with your thoughts, you vibrate. And as you vibrate, you attract. This is the core belief of Buddhism today. So, in the year 1959, the Holy Dalai Lama and his followers came to India and set it, rather beautified the town of Dharamshala, transforming it into the little Lhasa or Tibet and making it a center of meditation and peace. So, of course, our first stop in Dharamshala has to be the home of the Dalai Lama. On a mountain top, the Nyamgyal Monastery and the sacred temple complex. Tibetan temple monks, prayer flags, and picturesque views. The Nyamgyal Monastery is also a college and center for Buddhist studies, and you can also take a tour inside the monastery to understand the daily lives of the monks inside. We would definitely recommend the 30-minute walk around the monastery complex through prayer flags and wheels, Buddhist chants and sayings, temple monks and their homes, canteens and tall conifer trees. The vibrations of this place are truly something else. Our next stop was a little less intense. On top of the mountain, the Dharamshala Cricket Stadium. I was amazed even before entering the stadium at the girls' team bowling their hearts out on a chilly winter morning. As it stands, this ground is the highest fully functional international cricket ground in the world. The backdrop of the snowy Dhauladhar mountains and the green carpet grass makes for a surreal sight to our eyes. With a capacity of 23,000, I think this is one of the most beautiful stadiums of the world. It had truly been a blissful morning. So we headed back to our hotel, which itself was like walking into the Garden of Eden. The Blossoms Village Resort is like a postcard, truly something out of a winter fairy tale.
Trying to complete one CNT list.
A perfect amalgamation of modern and rustic, eco-friendly chalets and pristine green surroundings. We went up to the cliff, the outdoor terrace cafe with the snowed-in Dhauladhar mountains as backdrop, and a cozy ambience inside. There is an earth store, a yoga shala, a wellness spa, and a cafe at the resort, and the hot chocolate and the views almost never make you want to leave. But there is still a lot left to do in this mountain town, so we make our way to the next stop. Just started earlier this year, the Dharamshala Skyway is the latest addition to town. See, just 3 kilometers away from Dharamshala, on the mountain above, lies its little sister, the town of Mcleodganj. The coolest way to get from Dharamshala to Mcleodganj has to be this cable car, because as you glide from the town above, you get the aerial view of the entire town of Dharamshala, and as you approach Mcleodganj, it suddenly starts feeling like you're on the top of the mountain. All these years that we have been driving in the mountains, but this is still the coolest way to reach a place. Nestled amidst majestic hills and lush greenery, Mcleodganj is a beautiful town. Also known as the hippie little haven of the hills, we were here for something else. The cafes of Mcleodganj. The Other Space Cafe is a charming art gallery and cafe with a lovely ambience. We found ourselves a corner table in the balcony that overlooked the mountains. The view from the balcony is gorgeous, and like us, you may just end up spending an entire afternoon soaking in the place. There's a boutique eco-friendly store here that has some amazing mountain wear and accessories. I have to say this was one of the best coffees we have had in the mountains. Next stop, the Yellow Llama Cafe. Simply the most stunning views of Upper Dharamshala and a perfect outdoor deck to admire it from. Needless to say, the Yellow Llama produces some of the most authentic Tibetan thukpas and food. As we walk from one cafe to the next, the streets of Mcleodganj are lined with these small shops, Tibetan handicrafts, hand-woven shawls, and so much more. Walking the slopes of the mountain can sure make you hungry. And there we were, reached yet another iconic spot. Serving authentic Kangra and other Himachali recipes, the Moon Peak Cafe is a must visit in Mcleodganj. And if you're anything like Ritika and spicy Himachali dishes are not your thing, visit Jimmy's Italian Kitchen. Sunlight pouring in through the oversized windows and pizzas on the wood fire stove. With llamas for company, the terrace seating gives you a bird's eye view of Mcleodganj. Vibrant streets, the stunning backdrop of the mountains, quaint cafes, and thrilling adventure activities. Mcleodganj is really like the little Lhasa of India, the piece of Tibet in India. We bought our little llama souvenirs, headed to the prayer wheel one last time, to be thankful that we got to be in Dharamshala, in Mcleodganj, to see the Buddhist way of thinking, and to feel the vibrations that they talk about so often. So after it all, we thought we were done, but there was one last stop of the day yet to be done. Just a little outside of Mcleodganj, the Church of St. John in the wilderness. Built in the year 1852 by Lord Elgin, this place is truly in the wilderness. Neo-Gothic architecture amidst the dense deodar forests. A bell tower in the wild dedicated to John the Baptist. You know, before we started this series, the mountains were like one place to us. And we were so wrong. Every place in the mountains is so different. We started with Landor, so British. We went to Rishikesh, so Hindu. And now we are in Dharamshala, so Buddhist. All of this and so much more in the mighty Himalayas of India.